So I talked to my doctor. Oh, and if you're new here and you're like, Brittany, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey everyone, my name is Brittany. I am a metastatic breast cancer thriver. If you are new here, welcome. But yeah, so recently on my channel, I've been talking about the potential of getting a second opinion and possibly doing a lumpectomy over the summer. I started off and I had cancer in my neck, I had it in my liver, I had it in my lymph nodes, in my breasts, and now there's just a tiny bit of it left in my right breast, and I'm ready to kind of just get it out of there. My doctor has been telling me to stay on target therapy and hormone therapy. But you know, I feel like I've just been anxious about it being there, and I've been really considering a lumpectomy. And so I went and I got a second opinion. And they said, yeah, like if it's going to help your anxiety, go ahead and get a lumpectomy. Like we would recommend it. But it could still come back. Like the recurrence rates are still pretty high for you, but basically, I'm an abnormal case, so it's hard for them or anyone to give me any type of like statistics around all of this, because not a lot of people are as receptive to treatment as I am, so that's a good thing. So I'm kind of like an anomaly. I'm a little bit special in that way. Anyways, so sorry, my camera is off. It's driving me crazy. There we go. Okay. I had a rough start of the week. I wasn't feeling too well, but I took Tuesday off of work, and Tuesday was the day that I was going to plan on talking to my doctor anyway. So I was kind of actually glad that I talked to her on a day where I wasn't feeling super well. Because sometimes when I feel like I am feeling well and I talk to her, then I forget, or I just kind of like don't prioritize what I really want on the days where I'm not feeling well. So I was kind of glad that I went in general, and she asked me how I was doing. I told her, I said, you caught me on a bad day. I'm not feeling well today. I was nauseous. I was really fatigued. I'm on my 3rd week of the Kisqali, and so, it's typical to have that, but sometimes it's good when a doctor catches you on a bad day, just because like sometimes, I don't know, like your symptoms are more at the forefront and you don't forget things. So she told me, she was like, oh, you know, you kind of scared me last time we talked because you were talking about how you didn't want to do treatment anymore, and you know, having a possibility to lumpectomy, and you know, so she kind of made that comment of like, you kind of scared me. But overall, I don't know if my social worker, because I did talk to my social worker about all of this, I don't know if my social worker talked to my doctor about like her being empathetic and compassionate, because this time around she did seem a bit more empathetic and compassionate, or maybe she just had time to consider and look back at her notes of like what we had kind of talked about last time. I don't know, but this time around she definitely seemed more compassionate, more empathetic. So whatever it was, that's good. Like, I don't know if it was my social worker or her just like, you know, looking back at her notes or what it was. And she brought up the lumpectomy because she knew that I had kind of mentioned it last time. I didn't even bring it up. I didn't have to bring up any of this stuff. She was like, okay, well, how do we feel about the PET scan in May, and then maybe a lumpectomy after, and I can refer you to the surgeon. And again, I didn't have to bring up any of this stuff. She just started bringing it up. So it was a perfect segue, because I was kind of nervous about telling her. I didn't like her saying like, oh, you scared me last time when you said that you didn't want to continue treatment or whatever. But it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I feel like she was being more compassionate and understanding this time around. I told her, I'm like, I'm having a lot of stomach issues with this medication. I'm really fatigued. I'm nauseous. Overall, like, I like it better than the last one that I was on, which was Ibrance, because I have more energy, and to me, like, quality really matters over quantity of life. And like, I just don't want to be super, super tired all the time. I was tired a few days, like pretty bad this week around, but I'm heading off onto my spring break. And so I had that, you know, knowing in the back of my mind that I'll be able to like rest and recover. And today I slept like so many hours. So I'm feeling better today. I think I really need to prioritize my sleep. But anyways, I'm getting super off topic. So anyways, we talked and she's pretty much on board about the PET scan in May, the lumpectomy, hopefully soon after. And that'll give me time over the summer to heal, because obviously, like, if you're new here also, hi, I'm a teacher as well. So I work in a school, so I want to do my surgery over the summer because I'll have the time off and I'll be getting paid during that time. So like automatic payoff, I don't have to request any of that time off. So that's the reasoning behind that. I wish that pay and money didn't have any factors into my treatment plan and like what I wanted to do, but this is just life. This is just the reality of the situation. Like, I have to pay my rent and I have to work in order to do that. And if I were to go on disability, then I definitely couldn't live here in the Bay Area of California, because this is one of the most expensive places to live in the United States. So yeah, anyways, before I go off on a million tangents, that is the plan. And overall, my doctor was definitely more on board this time around. Again, I talked to my social worker in detail about some of the comments that she had made. And I don't know if she talked to the doctor or not, but it sounded like she was more aware this time. So I've decided to keep my doctor. And a lot of people have different opinions on this. A lot of people are like, no, don't keep your doctor, get a different doctor. Even in my breast cancer support group that I go to every other Tuesday, they were like, are you sure you want to keep this doctor? Maybe you should switch doctors. But right now I have decided to keep my doctor. So anyways, that is it. Thank you for chiming in, and let me know in the comment section where you're at in your journey, or if you're just here to, you know, watch my journey as well. Thank you, right? But anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye.